Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Puzzle Agents. In our last one, we just finished talking to Glory over here, learning about her husband Isaac, and I think we should talk around to the groups over here before we talk to Sheriff Bog again. So let's talk to this guy.
With the FBI.
Seems a little on edge, this
Sir,
man.
You seem stressed. Do you know something about the factory you'd like to let me in on?
I've never seen a man look so
I don't know anything.
remarkably
Sir,
upset
it's
in my
against
life
the law
than this
to withhold
man.
information or lie to a federal agent.
Though Nelson's a little talkative himself to a
I'm into some stuff.
random man. Alright, buddy, who are you?
So, what's your name?
Steve.
Sir, I'm here about the factory.
Oh, we love
You've
Steve.
got nothing to do with it. Then, however you spend your time doesn't concern me.
Oh, Steve, what about the factory?
Nothing you can tell me about the factory?
I don't commingle with the factory folk.
You haven't
I
heard about
see.
anything suspicious going on, have you?
Nothing more than usual.
Steve's got a nice coat on. What stuff are you into,
Stuff are you
Steve?
into?
Blue on blue. Very good
Airlift
quality,
homes at its
for
finest.
sure. Airlift
With birds.
nose.
So where? Why? How?
Black market trinket rings. Big
Uh,
money.
those
Couldn't you just use
big
the
money
name?
questions right there. Alright, let's try to figure out this. Steve forgot to note the quantity. How many gnomes? Each bird has a certain weight limit, okay? Carries the maximum amount it can. Birds may team up on heavy loads. Freight must be balanced evenly between a bird's two legs. Alright, so let's figure this out. So, Bluebird here, this guy, can hold two, which is one per leg. So that means there's got to be one here. This is pretty simple. So one here, plus 3 is 4, 6. So you can herd, these three have 6 here. If you can do 3 here and it's 1 per leg, that means 2 per leg for this bird. So 6 plus 4, 10, 13, 14. Simple puzzle there. Easy enough, I think. We got this one in the bag. This one seemed pretty easy to me. And easy is as easy does. We get that one done there. Continuing our streak of pretty well done puzzles
Another
there.
puzzle solved.
Nice job, Nelson. Now let's get to these
Hello,
guys. What do these guys have
A
to
bit
say?
early for a lunch break, isn't it?
Until the eraser factory opens again.
Damn.
I have nowhere else to go.
Damn, Nelson
Me and Daryl got
calling him
nowhere
out.
to go.
Oh,
Yeah, why don't you guys have a
then you mind
job,
if I
says
ask you a few
Nelson.
questions?
Got that
Yeah. As soon as I get these
boomer
birds back,
mentality there, Nelson,
Why do you have bugs
says
in
the
a diner?
FBI guy.
You gonna help or not?
Well, I guess we're helping them with their bugs. So insect collection has gone AWOL. Box them back up again. Keep these rules in mind. Oh, this puzzle is gonna suck. Enclose all the bugs using the fewest number of lines to draw a box. Box can be any size, but it must be 4 sides. Bugs, yada yada yada. A lot of information. Grasshoppers need 3, and puddle paddlers, what a name, need 2, including the squirts on. Okay. So, I think we're gonna have to pair up. I see immediately. I'm thinking this off the bat, and I guess that would mean this as well. If we're keeping them in the same box, and I guess it's just breaking up the rest of them. Something like that, and then I'll get those 2, and then that should get those. I think. Hold on. Let's call it a reset and just see if there's anything else we can do. I could potentially do this as well, which would lead to this. But the problem comes with these 2. I can't do that. Okay. So it looks like for these 2, it is kind of going to have to be this box like that. And then it really only makes sense to do it the way I had originally. Man, could have saved a lot of time by just doing it that way initially, I guess, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. Make a nice little, almost looks like a windmill, almost. Anyway, let's call it there and keep going. See what we can do here. Hey, look at that. Back to back. This episode already going well. Already on fire with this. Literally.
He did it. Yes. Now, will you
That's what
answer
the
my
FBI
question?
puzzle guy is good for.
Fire 'em at me.
Alright, Daryl and other guy. What about the factory?
Would you say it's a safe place to work?
As safe as any other place, I guess.
That's a good point.
Yeah, except the new wing is haunted.
No,
Haunted.
it isn't. You better quit listening to those hippies.
Man, these guys are interesting folk.
When the factory expands,
Anti-hippies, I see.
a bunch of locals
I bet
got
they do not
clear
like
out the
70s
virus to do it.
music.
Spirits live in the forest.
Spirits live in the forest. Tell me about those spirits,
You
other
mentioned
guy.
something about spirits in the forest. Really?
Don't remember your name.
Depends on who you ask.
You won't see
This guy's
me out no
Daryl
more
for
after
sure.
sundown.
Well,
The
maybe
one
the
sitting
friend of
closest to
spirits.
me. But this guy hiding behind my notebook with his little nose pointing out, I think. That's his nose? Yeah, it
You
is.
know what happened to
He's got
the
a big
woman?
nose.
Yeah, the lobster bit him.
The lobster
Oh,
bit
Daryl.
him. Oh, that's Daryl. I don't know who the other guy is. Who's the
The
lobster?
lobster bit him.
He means Mike Lobb.
Mike Lob.
Recognize it
That's a
could
good
be
name,
wrong.
Mike Lob.
Had a little bit of a fight.
That's 'cause Isaac
I
Hunt
wonder
is
who,
smarter than all of us floor guys.
Hell, he
What?
probably
I'm
is.
trying to think of a good first name for the last name Lob. Mike's pretty good for Mike Lob. Alright, tell me about this
What do you
repairman
know about
outside. I
the
don't
guy
think he's
fixing the
important,
sign
but
outside?
let's figure it out.
Scruffman. Weird guy. He thinks the trees.
Randall Lob would be a good name.
But he sure picked the right line of
Daryl
work.
Lob.
He's gonna be employed forever. Stuff always
Glory
needs
Lob.
fixing.
No, that's not as good.
Extra hard for stuff to fix around here.
Steve Lob would be alright, but I feel like Mike's the best one for sure.
Sweeter
I should pay attention to
in the
these.
Thanks,
I can
Alan.
agree with people being sweet on Glory. Glory's got, she's got that 1,000-yard stare at the moment, but I could see the appeal. Alright, we've beat around the bush enough. What's up, Sheriff?
Agent Tethered, good. You're here.
I am.
Listen, I wanted to ask you.
No time. I got a hunch about the factory.
Oh my
Got security
God,
camera
Sheriff
records
Bug.
here of people leaving the factory.
Good.
Alright,
It'd be helpful to talk with whoever left last.
Exactly
let's
what
see
I was
what
thinking.
we got
I
going.
mixed up the photos so we can put them back in the right order.
Alright, Sheriff.
You know how it is.
No,
Oh
don't. That's
my
evidence.
God, dude. You son of a gun, Bog. Okay, so you've caused quite the problem here. Alright, so we gotta figure out who left, what the order, I guess. Let me read this again. So I think it's going to be... Oh, we gotta put them in the right order. Alright. So I'm looking at footprint patterns. You're obviously number one. Shifty looking eyes for being the first one to leave. Car's gone in that one, so I think he's last since it's in all three. I think honestly it's just that. It seems like a pretty easy puzzle. These two both look shifty. Why does everyone look so shifty in this game? Everyone looks like they did something wrong. I guess when you're talking to an FBI guy. But geez. No need to be so uppity and uptight about everything. Alright. Good enough to continue on with the sheriff.
Yeah, that seems about right. Looks like
God,
the
this
last
guy.
one out was Mike Lobb.
You think
course
he
it
might
was
have had
Mike
something to
Lobb.
do with the accident?
Of course it was Mike
He'd head
Lobb.
out to the ice fishing huts on Lake Svens. When he's not working, he's usually there trying to dead stick a lunker.
Got it.
Interesting.
No, wait. Do what to a what?
Catch some fish. He's got his
Thanks,
helmet
Sheriff,
right on
for
his vest. Can't
for
miss
that.
it. Anyway, to get there, you can take the snowmobile out to Sesame Woods. But you'll have to
Sesame
go up
Woods.
from there.
Alright. Tell me about Glory.
What do you know about Glory Daphner?
Give me some info, Sheriff.
Poor girl, she's a sweet kid. Her
Yeah,
family
I'd give you
lived
that.
in this town for generations.
Maybe she has
Good
something
for her.
to do with the accident.
That's ridiculous.
It
Damn,
could be
Sheriff.
Insurance.
Now you just
cut me
leave
off
alone.
immediately.
She's having a hard enough time without you getting all accusatory.
That's a good point, Sheriff, but then also you cut me off a little quickly there for my liking, Sheriff.
Last guy
I
left the
am
factory was Mike
curious of
Love.
everybody,
Drive out to Sesame Woods
and you're not helping your case, Sheriff.
in the ice fishing huts.
This town is too small for a sheriff that's not a little
Anything I
corrupt.
should know about the Sesame Woods?
Tell me some more about this wood, Sheriff.
Wolverine in 'em.
What?
Wolverine,
But they're
cool,
probably
cool.
hibernating or migrating or the like.
I feel like you don't know what you're talking about, Sheriff, and honestly, I don't trust you one
I better
bit.
get back to it.
You betcha.
But in any sense, it's time to move on from this joint. There's only so much you can do here, and seemingly only so much I can find. Let's take our leave from this place. Looks like Mr. Scruffman fixed the sign. Monsieur Diner. Good name for a place. What in the world is that? Ugh. Little man. Well, no man. Well, that was a little creepy. And seemingly nowhere around me. Which is frankly creepy. There are definitely some tracks still there.
Snow must be playing tricks on my eyes. For a second, I thought I saw. It doesn't matter. I'm on my
It's
way to
because the
question Mike
white
Love
snow
at
will
ice
make
fishing huts.
a
But to get there, I have to go through
quite
Sesame
the
Woods.
quite the trick on your
Doesn't
eyes
sound
there.
dangerous at
The
all.
white snow creates a red gnome, it seems. Well, it seems like there's not much else to do here besides go to the woods. Oh, well. Oh, geez. Looks like Mike Lobb is, having a little bit of trouble here. Poor guy. Nice running animation there. Alright. I see you there, Mike Lobb. First things first. Let's find some gum. I am nothing if not a man. This guy looks dead enough. I don't think we need to worry about him. What's on the ground here? Oh.
Found Isaac Davner's ID badge. Looks like he came this way sometime before the accident.
Well, that's remarkable.
Why was Lobster, Mike Lobb, out here as well?
Interesting thing to say. With a frozen man sitting right next to you. Alright, Mike. Talk to me. Potentially dead?
I think I found Mike Lobb.
You think.
Late 30s. Looks like he froze.
Oh,
to
he
death
doesn't look
trying to
late
solve
30s.
some
He
sort of
definitely looks
problem.
younger than that.
I'm gonna
You know what? Of all the people so far, I trust this man over anybody else. Alright. Another day, another puzzle. I did not read that at all. Rotate tiles to chart a path from Mike Lobb to the ice fishing hut. Last of the path intersect with one of the shadowy figures. Well, that's concerning. Alright. I think we should probably start with it fitting in the line of the thing. Alright. So I can't run into you. And which means I don't want that. So we gotta turn that. Potentially that as well. That connects immediately. So we're gonna flip him around. And I don't want to connect to you, so we're going to do that as well there. So far, I've avoided the guy. And so, next step is this path. Now, I guess I want to turn him around because, oops, don't do that. And keep it like that. Keep the track going that way. Otherwise, lest I run into these guys again. I think that's right. I think that looks pretty good to me. Let's chart our path one more time. Down, down, around, and down. Good. I don't run into any of these. Very concerning looking. I like that they're pointing in generally different directions. Alright, let's submit it. I feel pretty good about that. And it looks like I had good reason to be alright with that. Menacing map is finished. Continuing on as Agent Numero Uno.
Stop me in my tracks.
She shouts right in front of a dead man.
Sorry. I didn't mean.
That was menacing.
They tried to take him.
Uh-huh.
Lock must
Not.
The lock on the factory door.
Well, this is creepy. What do you got there, Mike? Oh, you have a gear. Well, that was concerning. Now, I'm not saying I don't believe Mike Lobb, but, you know, there's something concerning about a man frozen half to death giving you a random gear. What a statement from Nelson
I'm going
there.
to hold on to it for later.
Now, if Nelson ain't a talker, I don't know
The
what
lake of the
is.
ice fishing huts is just past the clearing. I'm going to continue on to see if anyone there seems to have this affliction.
Well, let's see what's going on in the lake, I guess. Got nothing better to do. More gum sitting around? I guess not. Let's go to the lake. Leave the lobster there by himself. Great nickname. The lobster. Oh, it's Mr. Scruffman. Nice to see you, bud. You're about as trustworthy as Mike Lobb, I feel like. Way more than Sheriff Bog. Well, that's concerning. Who eats fish like that? Catch a fish and just take a random bite out of it?
Looks like something has started eating them before they've been cooked.
Well, again concerning. One of many things in this town that are slightly concerning. Mr. Scruffman, what's up with you?
Mr. Scruffman.
You following me, boy?
No, sir.
Good answer. Good answer, Mr. Scruffman.
You look like a lost puppy.
Turns the interrogation right on me rather than
I can't
him.
leave until I get that factory back open. I have a few more questions for you.
Of course you do.
Ooh. Mr. Scruffman, I'm liking you more and more every minute. Tell me about this hut. What are you doing here?
It's nice.
Nope.
Oh. Well, what are you doing then?
Fixing stuff. It's my job. Lots of stuff getting broke lately.
Things get broken on these huts a lot?
Everything gets broken a lot. Keeps me busy.
Now that's a good point. Mr. Scruffman, the embodiment of a blue-collar worker here. He's killing it. Tell me about Gloria. I heard you got a little crush on her.
Understand you have a
Do
thing
you
for Mrs.
like
Gardner?
her? Mr. Scruffman?
No, sir. Just think she's pretty.
No, don't we all?
You do as well.
Where were you on the night of the accident?
Accusing me of something.
Immediate
It's part of my job to be
accusatory.
thorough.
I was working at the hotel.
Nelson is not much of a talker, it seems. Alright,
Where were you on the night of the accident again?
alright, we didn't need to ask that again, buddy. Tell me about Mike
Tried
Lobb.
to go through the
You did
woods
kind of walk
today.
right by him.
Didn't you see a guy freezing on a tree stump?
Yep.
Why didn't you help him?
He didn't ask. Best not to interfere with
You know what?
nature.
So you
Mr.
just let a guy
Scruffman.
die out there?
I kind of like you, dude. None of your business.
A cold will creep right up on you.
I like a man who goes about his business, does his own thing. You know what? I'm pro Scruffman. I don't think he did it.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
And I don't think he's a problem.
Mr. Scruffman
I do
claims
like that he
was
gives me
working
the
night
eyes
of
every
the
time I
accident.
turn.
I'm headed over to the hotel to check out
For
his
all of you
story.
fans out there, you know what? I'll ship Nelson and Scruffman. Oh, what would that be? Nelson or Randall? Nandle? No, I don't like that. Or I have no clue. I'm trying to make ship names and they're not working. Let's go back to the end. I'm tired. Let's see what's going on around here. Ooh, a puzzle? Let's do that before we talk to Bjorn.
Help wanted.
I hear that shop recently hired the local high school football team.
Oh, good for them.
Team?
Yeah.
Thank you, Bjorn, for that information. That's probably the most you've told me so far. Hey, the Varsity Muskrats. That's kind of my name. Got an after-school job at Hank's Window Shop. Can't skip practice. Oh, they're going to practice while at the window shop. I have to make sure they do what? Help them complete pass without breaking the glass. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, let's start on here anyway. We'll start there. Could go across or down. That's barely missing. But I gotta get one to everybody, I think. Let's start with this guy. He can only go to that guy. Can only go to that guy. Can only go to that guy. Like that. So far, so good. I think it has to be one. Does it say one continuous? Because I don't think I could do like a that and then that. Because that doesn't make any sense. But I can do that. And then also that. That's looks like one pass. We'll go with that. Spend more taxpayer dollars to do that. Oh, easy does it. New employee error? Not for me.
Well, that takes care of that one.
Easy enough. Alright. Let's talk to Bjorn and call it quits for an episode.
Yeah,
What's up with you, buddy? Tell me about the
Do you
repairman.
know Randall Scruffman?
I do. He's a good man.
I am inclined to
Despite
agree
his
with you,
stuff,
Bjorn.
You think he could have had anything to do with the accident at the factory?
Why don't you just let things run their course?
Good point, Bjorn.
Accidents happen, Mr. Tethers.
Although he is being very,
Randall Scruffman.
He's a valuable member of this community.
Alright, Bjorn.
That'll be
Bjorn.
enough of you trying to say otherwise.
Take a breather, dude. I feel like he's being very cryptic to me. Which I feel like is part of his personality, but also... I'm a little curious. Tell me about Glory.
Dabner's capable of violence? So that's a no.
Wow, you just told me all that stuff about staying in my lane and then don't reply to me when I talk about Glory.
What's that? Heard a
Uh-oh.
crash and a scream coming from inside the inn.
Well, that could be
Going
a
inside
problem.
to see what happened. I hope I won't need backup.
I hope you don't as well. I guess we're going a little long on this episode.
Heard a scream. Is everything okay in here?
What's up, ma'am?
Fireplace. I turned my back on it for 1 second. and
Oh.
boom.
Okay.
Well, I
don't
guess
panic.
that could
I'm
be
sure we
worse.
can find a way to fix it.
Alright, so we are going to... I'm going to say stop here since we're running a long episode. A little cliffhanger for you guys for the next episode. Here. Stovepipe Stumper. What a name. So we'll be back next episode with Stovepipe Stumper and the continuation of this story. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this episode and this series, as well as the rest of this stuff on my channel. Thank you for watching.